Hola, how are you? Happy Sunday. Good to have you here. Thanks for stopping by on my page. Today I have something very short and very important to share. It's basically about habits, how habits are formed. And I could say they're formed through repetition. Yes, I know you know that. It's never about what you want to do, motivation, or anything like that. It's basically formed through repetition. And what has really been working for me is what I want to talk about today. So, you can try to quit an old habit, right? And sometimes people struggle with those habits. But what if you considered replacing that bad habit, or let me use the word, that old habit, with a new habit, right? That way, it's like you're filling up that void with something good, and that way you're not going to struggle. So for example, if you used to binge eat, like put snacks in your mouth and things like that, yeah, I know we're guilty of that. I am very guilty of that. But yes, I'm gradually shedding that off. I'm not somebody who likes to eat much, but I like to maybe snack a lot, a little more than eat, right? So replacing the normal snacking with more healthy options, right? You see, I'm not totally saying I'm not gonna binge anymore. I'm not gonna take snacks anymore, but I'm replacing that with something that is healthy, right? So trying to implement any new habits would always be easy on you when you replace it with something, right? Not like just bringing in something new. When you take up a habit one per month, I do that. That's what I do right now. Like I learned that in the course of this year to implement one new habit once a month. I hear that once you implement something, when you're doing something consistently for a period of time, about 3 weeks or more, right? It gets to become like that repetitive pattern becomes something that sticks, right? So I have learned to take one habit per month, and I'm really seeing tremendous, growth in those areas that I'm working on. So this way, it's becoming a part of who I am without struggle, right? While I'm taking on something new. So another one is mindless scrolling. Mindless scrolling on social media. If you want to replace that kind of habit, right? Get into the habit of replacing. Tell yourself what can you do instead of scrolling, or just scrolling for hours or maybe 30 minutes or whatever. You can use that time, replace it with something else that you will enjoy, right? Not just scrolling on the phone, something that you will enjoy and will be educational, maybe something informative to you than just enjoying, social media, right? So that those are the ways that I've been able to replace old habits with new habits, right? So another option, right? I have several many examples of how I've replaced my old habits with newer habits, and how I've seen them work is basically what I said, taking it just one at a time so that I'm keeping track and ensuring that I'm meeting up to that habit. After 1 month, then I can add something new to it. So imagine you starting your January, or even now, right? By the end of the year, you've added 12 nice habits to what you really do. And maybe not eliminated all of them, but some of the habits you used to do, you've eliminated some of them. That's how we grow, right? We grow through consistency. So it's just a little strategy that I know works. But let me just, because today is Sunday, yes, let's tie it to a Bible scripture that says, train up a child in the way he should go. When he's old, he will not depart from it. Yes, this is not relating to you being a child, but the fact that habits are like training, right? When you get consistent at it, the same way he says he will not depart from it, it becomes a part of you. It becomes like a solid foundation, right? It becomes something that you grow up with, even as you're continuously growing. So don't be wary in doing good, because shedding bad habits and taking up new habits is like you doing good, right? And that's the same attitude that I've applied in many areas of my life. And I really learned this through, me joining a very supportive community this year that has enabled me to grow, to evolve, to learn how to do things rightly, right? It's not like I wasn't doing things rightly before, but doing things in a more excellent way. So choose one habit to focus in every month, right? Replace it, not just remove that old one, replace the old one with something new and be patient to see yourself evolve. Consistency is key. Consistency is like a skill, like a muscle that you build, right? And the best way to build it is when you're not rushing yourself up in too many things. Track your progress and see how that leads you. So this is the end of this is like the end of a week, the first week in November, and this is the new week that has started today. So by God's grace, it's going to be an awesome and a productive week. So maybe you can start to implement something new for yourself. What do you think is that new habit that you want to implement, from now to the end of the year and beyond? You can leave me a comment. You can reach out to me on my on my DM, if this is something that has struck you, if it's something that maybe you found value in it. It sounds like little, right? But there are so many things that we know, but we don't really take the time to do those things that we know, right? We have the knowledge of things, but not really implementing them. So if this has been of value to you, if you think that, oh yeah, I benefited from this, I'm going to take one habit and I'm going to implement it. Even if it's waking up every day to read a book, maybe 3 pages of a book, right? Just something, because you have to consistently add to that character, to that person that you are. That's the only way you'll see growth. If you're coming in, day out, things are not changing, nothing is changing, then you're still the same old person, right? So make that effort to change at least something in yourself today and make that change stick. Okay. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers. Have a great and a productive